Hi guys, JT here. Today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Unbreakable bundle of July 2025. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and support the channel in the process. Before I begin, I'd like to thank you, Locatus for donating to the channel recently. I really appreciate it. And thank you to all of you who've been watching. These videos are really fun to do, and knowing that you're watching it means the world. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have Elite Dangerous, a massively multiplayer space simulator where you take control of your own starship and forge your path in a cutthroat galaxy. It is a blend of open world exploration, trading, combat, and survival, all set against a staggering backdrop of the Milky Way, recreated with over 400,000 billion star systems. You start small, with just a basic ship and a few credits, but the freedom the game offers is enormous. You can trade across star systems, mine rare resources, smuggle contraband, and engage in intense dogfights with pirates and rival pilots. The sense of scale is unmatched. Jumping to a pulsar or orbiting a black hole can leave you in awe, reminding you how small you are in such a vast galaxy. The ship handling is a highlight, praised for its depth and realism. Flying feels weighty and rewarding, whether you're threading through asteroid fields or landing on planetary surfaces in your Scarab rover. With the included Horizons expansion, you can explore planets, craft weapons, and even coordinate with others in multi-crew co-op missions. However, Elite Dangerous has a steep learning curve. The controls are dense, the tutorials are underwhelming, and many systems require external guides to fully grasp. Activities like mining, trading, or combat can eventually feel repetitive, and the grind for better ships and upgrades is significant. Still, if you push past the hurdles, the game delivers one of the richest and most immersive space simulations available, offering a galaxy that evolves with your actions. At number 2 we have Chernobylite Enhanced Edition, a unique gaming experience that immerses you in the weight of your decisions, setting itself apart as a non-linear shooter with survival elements and a strong emphasis on player choice. Set in the haunting Chernobyl exclusion zone, the game introduces physicist Igor, a former Chernobyl power plant employee, on a quest to find his missing wife. Chernobylite encompasses various gameplay elements, including first-person shooter mechanics, base-building survival, and horror elements. The standout feature is the game's focus on choice, where decisions significantly impact the story. The innovative Chernobylite substance, capable of manipulating time and space, allows you to revisit key decisions and alter their outcomes. The game's environments, meticulously recreated using 3D scanning of the real exclusion zone, are visually stunning, offering a realistic and mesmerizing portrayal of the Soviet-era landscape. However, the lack of dynamic elements in the environment and simplistic enemy AI detract from the overall immersion. Combat, while spanning realistic shooter, stealth, and RPG styles, feels somewhat disjointed. The option for stealth offers a viable alternative, but the combat system struggles to excel in any particular style. The heart of Chernobylite lies in its diverse and compelling cast of characters, each with unique traumas and stories, adding depth to the narrative. Managing your crew's morale, keeping them well fed, and navigating their disagreements on critical decisions further enhance the immersive experience. The game's choice system extends beyond typical narrative consequences, influencing enemy activity, alliances, and even the topography of the game. Chernobylite's quirks, labeled as survival horror, may not fully justify the classification, and encounters with monsters and jump scares feel sporadic. Despite some mechanical shortcomings, Chernobylite stands as an ambitious and atmospheric adventure, earning its place as a flawed yet likable game. At number 3 we have Once Alive, a slow, methodical walking simulator that blends sorrow, beauty, and mystery into a haunting first-person adventure. This solo project delivers an emotional narrative across 3 acts, where every location tells a story through notes, memories, and atmosphere. You play as Jim, the older brother of Daniel, both of whom believe they are among the last survivors of a devastating pandemic. When Daniel leaves in search of salvation despite Jim's warnings, you set out to uncover his fate and unravel the mystery of Houseville. The journey is one of grief, loss, and fragile hope, carried by a powerful story that resonates on a deeply human level. Mechanically, Once Alive doesn't push boundaries. You'll explore confined spaces, solve light puzzles, and encounter occasional quick-time events. These familiar systems serve more as a vehicle for storytelling than a gameplay challenge. The simplicity works in its favor, letting you focus on the emotive narrative, though you may wish for more variety and deeper puzzles to extend the experience. Visually, the game shines. The use of lighting and shadows creates stunning cinematic depth, while the memory sequences and environmental details keep you immersed. Some lip-syncing and rendering issues may appear, but they never outweigh the overall beauty. The audio design is equally strong, balancing ambient sound, a subtle soundtrack, and convincing voice acting. With only about 2 hours of gameplay and a single ending, Once Alive lacks replay value. Yet for those hours, it delivers a touching and unforgettable story worth experiencing. At number 4 we have Streamer Life Simulator 2, a quirky simulation game where you step into the shoes of an aspiring content creator determined to climb the ranks of internet stardom. This early access title mixes humor, grind, and creativity into a light-hearted streaming experience. You begin humbly, working in a coffee shop before deciding to risk everything on streaming. From there, you juggle side hustles like food delivery or even risky gambling apps to fund your dream. Your journey is packed with funny encounters, off-brand parodies of familiar platforms like Dodo, Twitch of this world, and Smoke, the Steam of this world, and the everyday struggles of building a following from scratch. The real fun comes from the variety of streaming categories, including just chatting, ASMR, pools, and gaming. Building your setup feels rewarding as you upgrade from a trash PC to a high-end rig with customizable parts, peripherals, and decorations, even inflatable pools for those pool streams. The sense of progression is strong and keeps you hooked. That said, the game has its rough edges. Controls can be clunky, particularly in Camper Strike, where you risk deleting chat messages mid-battle. The graphics are cartoony, but poor webcam visuals and odd character designs, like glowing frosted hair highlights, break immersion. Add to that bizarre city life where NPCs and cars regularly mow you down, and things can get chaotic fast. Still, Streamer Life Simulator 2 nails its core concept. With addictive progression, clever humor, and plenty of personality, it is a fun and surprisingly immersive sim you can sink countless hours into. At number 5 we have Operation Tango, a unique cooperative multiplayer game that offers an exhilarating spy fiction experience like no other. Operation Tango successfully allows both players to feel like master spies by taking on the roles of an agent and a hacker. In this game, you are the agent, and your partner is the hacker, supporting you from behind the scenes. Traditionally, spy films depict a lone secret agent with a hacker assisting remotely. Operation Tango captures this dynamic, but with a twist. The agent's objective is not to engage in combat, nor take down enemies, but to navigate through missions by deciphering security systems. Each security system presents a self-contained puzzle, requiring the collaboration of both players. The agent relies on the hacker's viewpoint and guidance to progress, while the hacker's interactions and perspectives adapt to each puzzle. Communication is key in Operation Tango, as the game can only be played in co-op mode and requires voice communication. The game intentionally keeps the players' screens apart, ensuring that each security puzzle is unique to their perspective. Players must share vital information and coordinate their actions to overcome obstacles. Whether it's entering codes or manipulating control panels, the duo must work together amidst the chaos. The game's puzzles remain engaging throughout its 4-hour playtime, introducing new challenges and twists to keep players on their toes. Success is rewarding, and failure is more comical than frustrating. Operation Tango achieves a balance between thrilling gameplay and humorous moments, fostering a dynamic and enjoyable cooperative experience. This game not only excels at delivering a fulfilling experience for both the agent and hacker roles, but also challenges preconceived notions of what a spy co-op game should be. While it deviates from traditional stealth gameplay, it immerses players in the world of secret agents, making them feel like a part of a super cool dynamic duo. By the end of the game, you and your co-op partner will undoubtedly embrace your inner secret agents, even if you resemble more of a Johnny English than a James Bond. At number 6 we have Fountains, a 2D Souls-like Metroidvania action RPG that throws you headfirst into a hauntingly gorgeous pixel world, and never once lets you coast. You drop, literally, into a forgotten place full of danger, mystery, and surprising beauty. From the first echoing footstep to the chilling drip of water in the shadows, you'll feel completely immersed. The game rewards patience, precision, and curiosity. Rush in blindly and you'll pay for it, usually with half your gold and a trip back to the last Fountains checkpoint. Basically a bonfire. Combat is tight and satisfying, best played with a controller. You'll quickly learn that every dodge and counter matters. And boss battles? Brutal, but fair. You'll need to study their moves, test your timing, and stay sharp, especially since some can be tackled way earlier than you should. But that freedom feels awesome. You'll discover weapons, abilities, and magical items that change how you approach both combat and exploration. Some mechanics like reflecting projectiles feel so core that you wish they did not require an equip slot, but it's a small gripe. The storytelling leans environmental, and it works. Sometimes a mossy ruin or a quiet corpse says more than a cutscene ever could. What really stands out though is the vibe. Johnny Pyrewell's attention to detail, Travis Moberg's incredible soundtrack, and the pixel art combine into something unforgettable. Fountains might have slipped your radar, but if you love tough games of heart, you need to give this one a shot. At number 7 we have Jurassic World Evolution 2, a park-building simulation game where you manage a dinosaur-themed park. Set after Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, the game features a narrative-driven campaign, new modes, and improvements over its predecessor. You'll enjoy the revamped Chaos Theory mode, where what-if scenarios let you play through iconic moments from the 5 Jurassic movies. Managing your park comes with the added challenge of unpredictable dinosaurs like velociraptors, who will likely test your skills. Velociraptors are notoriously tricky to handle, adding tension to the gameplay as you try to maintain control over these creatures. The park management system has been refined, and is actually quite notable. You'll lead a team of scientists responsible for tasks like dinosaur rescue, research, and medicine. The introduction of specialized teams ensures more dynamic management, but also adds to your workload. The pacing is smoother thanks to the option to speed up time, though it comes with risks, such as escaped dinosaurs, that can tank your park's reputation fast. The game excels in making you feel in control of the park, while balancing a variety of tasks like building, breeding dinosaurs, and handling emergencies like storms. Managing paths and enclosures is easier now, and while some frustrations remain, like tricky vehicle controls, the game overall offers a rewarding challenge. With its new mechanics, improved systems, and thrilling chaos, Jurassic World Evolution 2 is a must-play for fans of the franchise. It's an engaging evolution of the series that keeps you hooked. At number 8 we have Splodey, a quirky platformer with a unique twist. You don't jump in the traditional sense. Instead, you propel yourself through the air by detonating explosive potions. This physics-based puzzler challenges you to fling your hooded alchemist through bite-sized stages filled with spikes, lava, teleporters, and other deadly traps. At its core, Splodey revolves around a single mechanic: timing and angling your explosive launches. Running before detonating sends you further, while holding a direction ensures you hit the ground running. Later, items like a parachute help vary traversal, but the focus remains on precision explosions. The challenge ramps up quickly. Levels often demand split-second decisions, from tossing potions over obstacles to threading yourself perfectly into teleporters. Misjudging by even a millimeter can send you face first into spikes or plunging into lava. Some stages are straightforward, while others feel like gauntlets of trial and error, pushing your patience as one mistake near the end forces a restart. Despite the frustration, the game's simplicity works in its favor. Controls are responsive, the presentation is clean, and the design encourages mastery. Features like global leaderboards fuel competition, making Splodey particularly appealing if you enjoy chasing top completion times. It plays especially well on Steam Deck, where its short, snappy stages feel perfectly suited for portable gaming. Splodey is undeniably one note, but it embraces that note fully. If you enjoy tough, repeatable challenges with a novel mechanic, you'll likely find it addictive and rewarding. At number 9 we have Bloodstained, Ritual of the Night, a Metroidvania game with anime-style characters. The game is set in 18th century England, where the Guild of Alchemy tries to prove its relevance by summoning demons using crystals infused into humans. This leads to a devastating massacre, leaving only 2 survivors, Giebel and Miriam, a shardbinder who wakes up after 10 years of slumber. As a shardbinder, Miriam can absorb demonic powers and use them in combat. The game offers a diverse range of weaponry and magic, allowing players to customize their playstyle. The castle where the game takes place is filled with detail, and each area has its own unique personality. The lore of the castle can be discovered through scattered books, and the combat mechanics offer various combos for each weapon type. While the game received praise for its combat and boss fights, some players found it to be too easy when exploring the castle. However, the difficulty can be adjusted, and the challenging boss battles provide an enjoyable experience. One criticism is that it's easy to get lost or unsure of where to go next, as the game allows for non-linear exploration. Acquiring the true ending can also feel like a scavenger hunt, without any walkthroughs. Overall, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is a highly enjoyable game. The customization options and satisfying boss encounters make it a recommended choice for fans of the genre, both now and in the future. And number 3 we have Moonlight Pulse, a 2D Metroidvania where you explore a giant space turtle as a team of quirky animals defending their home from parasitic invaders. You start as Silex, the mole, but soon gather a full party of 4, each with unique traversal and combat styles. Swapping between them is instant, and it feels fantastic. You'll be chaining mid-air combos, solving platforming puzzles on the fly, and navigating clever level design using each character's movement quirks. The character switching mechanic is the heart of the game, and while it offers exhilarating freedom, it also alters the genre's usual progression. Instead of hunting down tools hidden deep in the map, new abilities come from story beats. If you're used to uncovering power-ups through exploration, this might feel more guided, but exploration is still encouraged, especially as you revisit earlier areas with new skills. Combat evolves nicely, from Silex's basic claws to Charlotte's whip and Clyde's flamethrower hover combo. Enemies are not too complex, but they hit hard. Death comes if any one of your characters fall, though you're given second chances by auto-switching to a teammate, adding tension and strategy to every fight. Fast travel through the turtle's vein system is a clever twist that ties into the world's charm, while witty banter and involving NPC dialogue keep the narrative light and fun. The visuals are vibrant, the movement is buttery smooth, and while the music is not a standout, sound effects add punch. At around 5 hours, Moonlight Pulse is a tight, memorable experience. If you love creative movement, you'll have a great time. And that is all for this bundle. This bundle is honestly a solid grab if you're into mixing classics with hidden gems. You've got heavy hitters like Bloodstained Ritual of the Night and Elite Dangerous, which alone make the price tag worth it, plus cool indies like Moonlight Pulse that scratch that Metroidvania itch. Sure, some stuff feels like it's been rebundled to death, but if you missed these titles before, this is your shot. For the cost of a pizza, you're stacking hours of gaming. Not bad at all. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if this video was helpful, feel free to leave a like and subscribe, and maybe consider unlocking early access to videos or buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.